Hi, I'm Joe Spann here in the second floor showroom at Gruhn Guitars in Nashville. Today we're going to give you 3 quick ways that you can maintain the value of your vintage instrument. The first of those things is environment. You want to be sure that your instruments are kept in a temperature controlled and humidity controlled environment. Here at Gruhn Guitars we have lots of expensive equipment to do that, but you don't necessarily need that at home. Where you're comfortable, your instruments are comfortable. You wouldn't want to be stuffed in the trunk of a car for 3 hours on a 100-degree day, and neither does your 1958 Stratocaster. So just keep that in mind. If you're comfortable, your vintage instruments are probably fine. The second thing we want to talk about is storage. The very best place for your vintage instrument is in its original case, with the latches shut. Here at Gruhn Guitars, of course, we hang guitars and mandolins, banjos on the wall. You can do that at home too. But it's still better to keep your instrument in the case. How many stories have you heard of someone who laid their instrument in the case, shut the case lid, and then came back later, picked the case up, only to find that the case lid wasn't latched and their instrument wound up on the floor? So don't do that. Lay the instrument in the case, latch it, and be sure that it's safe. The third thing is modification. Modification is just a no-go. Don't do it. Don't route the body for other pickups, and don't refinish the guitar. Some vintage instruments can lose as much as 50% value from refinish, and there are some examples, like this early Esquire, that could lose maybe 70 or 80% of their value with a refinish. A poor condition original finish is much better than a brand new refinish. So just don't do it. There are some exceptions to that rule. Refretted fingerboards, if done to a high professional standard, are okay. We expect you to be able to play the guitar. Another example are the tuners. If you have to change the tuners, either find a vintage part or a vintage replica part that duplicates the footprint of the original tuner, so you don't have to add additional screw holes or marring in the back of the peghead. So once again, 3 points: environment, storage, and modifications. Thanks.